Talking Pictures Trivia Theater presents a screaming lapel pin production, The Jane of My Youth, a coming-of-age story of young love, read by me, Tom. Chapter 5, The Mad Scientist. Michael looked through the secret door into a dusty room. This room was set up like the theater of a Victorian medical school. Large, curved brown benches were arranged in a series of elevated ellipses looking down on a long metal table, large enough to comfortably seat 12 people. Oil lamps illuminated the massive room. Standing at the head of the table was Jane. Her strawberry blonde hair dangled over her shoulders. In her hands she held a small black welder. At the other end of the table stood a tall man with white hair. Michael couldn't see his face. It was covered with a black welder's mask. In the center of the table was what looked like a large superconducting magnet, a collection of metal discs stacked on top of one another, with a coil tightly wrapped around those discs. Jane was welding two ends of two wires together. The tall, white-haired man watched from across the table, unmoving. Behind them, on the back wall of the theater, a large electrical board more than 12 feet in height and covered in different colored lights and differently sized levers and buttons glowed. A rainbow of different colors vanished under the bright white sparks generated by the welding machine. Jane stopped and placed the welder down on the ground beside the table. The man removed his mask. He was clearly in his 60s, with wide blue eyes and a too thin face covered in wrinkled skin. "It's complete," the voice crumpled leather. "The machine is ready. All we need now is the cube." Jane's authority chilled Michael. "I will get it now." The man turned and walked towards the back wall. He disappeared behind a door next to the complex machinery. Michael leaned forward and accidentally brushed against the door, causing it to squeak. He jumped back into the hallway, hoping no one heard him. "Is someone there?" "Oh, God," Jane's voice. He held his breath, waiting. He could hear her shoes ascending the stone theater, her voice a questioning threat. "Hello? Is someone there?" Michael jumped up and grabbed his bag and was about to run when Riley grabbed him by the shirt. Michael gasped. "Hey, Jane," Riley called, grabbing Michael. "I've got him." This has been a Talking Pictures Theater presentation of a screaming lapel pin production, The Jane of My Youth, a coming-of-age story of young love. This week, Screaming Lapel Pins has on sale the allitrating satanic leaf-tailed gecko. Pick one up wherever screaming lapel pins are sold.